Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today we're going to do a general video on the state of altcoins, kind of like the video that I did earlier this week, because um, with the recent moves of notably Cardano, I would say, with Cardano and its explosive move, despite Bitcoin cr not crashing but correcting, and the recovery of altcoins thus far, we have broken what the 140-week moving average. Now, in this video, we'll be looking at the Bitcoin dominance chart first. Then we'll be going to Ethereum, Chainlink, and Cardano as well to see the charts of those coins and their Bitcoin comparative, and relating that back to Bitcoin dominance to see how can we project um, this to continue. Because obviously, with Bitcoin dominance goes down, that means the strength of altcoins are outpacing Bitcoin. They're getting stronger against Bitcoin. So we should see that not only in the Bitcoin dominance chart, but as well as in some major altcoins. Why Ethereum and Cardano? Well, with Ethereum and Cardano, they now make up second and third. Chainlink is eighth, um, as well as there are other cryptocurrencies. But I think, especially with Cardano and Ethereum, and especially Cardano where it is now, has taken up quite a bit of market share of the altcoin market. Um, with that said, I would say the top 10 would make up the majority chunk of altcoin, um, dominance. So uh, we're currently at 61%. We're not really that far off of where we were, um, you know, all of February. All of February, if we flip it to the daily or even the 4 hour, we can see that we've been essentially going up and down in between these two channels here. Here, 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 um, and so on and so forth. So you could see that we've been ranging abound. And one thing that I noticed with the 140-week moving average is that it proved as support the last time Bitcoin dominance was this low. During the late summer, early fall, this was the time when Ethereum moved up here to this level. It is also when a lot of DeFi projects were really exploding. Chainlink also at this time was moving up in the midsummer. We saw, uh, Celsius token also make this move here in late fall, in early fall and late summer. We saw the resurgence, the move up from Celsius token. So that is what encapsulates this downward move of Bitcoin dominance. A lot of altcoins were surging. It hit support at the 140-week moving average, and then we got a 73% dominant Bitcoin compared to the rest of the market, which is a pretty big jump. Ever since then, January was one heck of a month for altcoins. We saw the altcoin Bitcoin dominance just drop like a rock, and here we are range bound for the month of February. But it isn't really range bound. We see here that we hit support at the 140-week moving average again, and it is only this week, and I think this is important, um, is that yes, we wicked below it, but we have yet to close below the 20-week moving average. Sorry, the 140-week moving average on the Bitcoin dominance chart. Today is Saturday. Um, if if things stay the way they are, and that's hard, that's a tall order, but if things stay the way they are, altcoins, this might be the next leg for altcoins. This is the time that we might see in the month of March a breakthrough of the last remaining support, and potentially seeing further downside of the dominance chart. Maybe we'll see something down to the 50% area, and who knows, maybe we'll go back and see 30% Bitcoin dominance at one point. But right now we are below the 140-week moving average. The 140-week moving average is at 61.78. Here we are at 61.39. Um, and so here we are. Now, with that said, let's look at Ethereum. What has Ethereum been doing, and how could this also turn itself around? Well, Ethereum has been on a pretty bad downtrend for the past 3 weeks. From the top of the last move in January, we peaked at around 0.0461 Bitcoin. We have dropped roughly 30% in Bitcoin valuation. We wicked as low as 0.0301, down to what have you known, the 140-week moving average. What's interesting about the 140-week moving average as well is that it has been following this trend that we have drawn here for quite some time. It represents the winding price valuations of Ethereum against Bitcoin in a symmetrical triangle. It was in January where we broke that and continued higher. Here we are coming back down. We are testing that now as support, and coincidentally enough, also testing the 140-week moving average. The 140-week moving average also tested as resistance here, and also here, which also lines up with the downward trend of support. I just found that interesting. So we see Ethereum holding support at the downward trend line of once was resistance, and hopefully we could treat that now as support. That's the idea. If Bitcoin dominance continues to drop, that breaking of the 140-week moving average, in tandem of Ethereum holding the 140-week moving average as support, we might see another rebound of Ethereum in March. Chainlink. Chainlink is a little bit more precarious. Chainlink has been on a downtrend for a better part of uh, a long time. It's been since August since we have yet to see the all-time highs of Chainlink against Bitcoin. And we did see a resurgence in January, but again, like Ethereum, we have been bleeding ever since. Um, we, in some respects, have came back to the average trend of Chainlink, and we treated it as resistance. But here we are consolidating. We're not bleeding as much as we did during the last bleed, but it's a little tougher to say with Chainlink than with Ethereum, because we see Ethereum is holding something as support. With Chainlink, I fail to see where we are right now. We are up 5% for today. We were up 3% yesterday. So we have been having some a couple of good days, but it's still too early to call about a move on Chainlink. Um, I have I'm still holding a majority of my Chainlink. I'm still in it for the oh, sorry folks. So I still hold the rest of my Chainlink. I've been holding it for quite some time, and I am very confident that if Bitcoin dominance continues to drop, we should see a resurgence of Chainlink as well. Cardano is not necessarily holding anything as support. It's more so just blasting off into the sky. With Cardano, um, it's just been on an amazing run against Ethereum and against Bitcoin. We broke past this support here, and we followed that with a 54% week against Ethereum. We are nearing ever so closely to the top of the channel. If you want to call it something like this would be this area here would be where Cardano would like to go against Ethereum. Um, and with Bitcoin, we are also approaching another, uh, target ceiling, if you will, at 3,800 sats. It's currently at 2,800, and we're not that far away. And if Cardano keeps on pushing the numbers like we are right now, then I mean, this the sky's the limit for Cardano. It's I don't hold this asset, mind you, but uh, it's one of the best performers of the market thus far. Um, it has shown great resilience in comparison to other altcoins, and With Cardano, you got multiple options. If you're hundreds of percents up on your initial investment, you can do many things. You can ride it out. Uh, you can start. You can sell your position, not all of it, but take some profits on the side. Um, when you look at the Ethereum chart, Cardano against Ethereum, this would have been an ideal target to take profits. Here as well would be an ideal spot to take profits, along the way. I understand that there are people who are holding it for the long run, in which case that's a fine strategy. Then, then these moves shouldn't concern you. But if you are looking to trade within the cycle, I strongly suggest taking a look at your position and see if you could take profits on that, whether that's into Bitcoin, into Ethereum, into stable coins, entirely up to you. Um, it really seems with Cardano, the sky's the limit, but it will go down at some point. It will. It always has. Um, but that doesn't mean you can't make money off of it. But as we see here, Cardano is extremely bullish. It's moving up strong. We see Ethereum holding support. We also have not lost our faith with Chainlink, or at least I haven't. And seeing that the dominance, the Bitcoin dominance, has now broken past the 20-week moving average, sorry, the 140-week moving average. And if we're able to close below it, then it really gives me some optimism with the future outlook of the last month of Q1 for altcoins. And that's including Ethereum, Chainlink, Uniswap, Basic Attention Token, Celsius, Cardano, Monero, and VeChain. But that's essentially all I have to say about today, you guys. Take a look at the dominance tomorrow for the rest of the day today. Here's hoping that we break below this moving average and to see further upside for altcoins. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.